Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Abenyamonge Media for today's stories and detailed analysis from Kenya and all the four corners of the world.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our channel, and in case you're watching this channel for the first time, take a second or two, subscribe to our channel so that we will grow together, and whenever we are doing such a videos, you are always notified. Now, I want you to listen to how a young Gen Z is narrating of how they are tired with what is happening in government, especially all the way from increased taxes to the poor economy that they Kenyans are facing. This is what that young Gen Z had to say about the terrible situation that is ongoing.
Who must go? Zakayo must go. He must go. My voice, your voice, our voice, Gen Z's voice. A generation that is tired of being manipulated by leaders who are busy making empty promises. Promises that even a 5-year-old is able to tell is a scam. Fertilizers for the farmers, free education, a government of the people, for the people, by the people. What people? And we have no voices in our government. A generation that is vexed, infuriated, tired of everything going on. Who are our leaders? Well, they're out there taxing us everything. Taxing labor, taxing education, taxing KCP marks, taxing cars. Who knows what next they were going to tax? Maybe they were even going to tax our lives. We are tired, completely tired. We are out here as Gen Zs, representing our younger, innocent siblings, the Gen Alphas. What future do they have if our leaders are representing us like this? This is a battle for all. Gen Y, Millennials, Gen X, Gen Z, Gen Alphas. We are all in this together. Today, I want to leave you with my three role models. Number 1, Keter, who is not afraid of discriminating the government, knowing it will lead to a better future. Number 2, Babu Owino. He's not afraid to spend a night behind cells. What is a cell? It is just walls with metal bars hindering you from the outside. Does that really scare Gen Z? No, it doesn't. My third role model. Be a bad girl like Millie. Our leaders are calling us criminals. Why? I want to tell you today, don't be afraid to get out of the street and fight for your rights. This is your future we're talking about. This is my future, our kids' future. Generations and generations to be lived. Reject, not belong.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's go further and look into why the government over a very short period of time has got very unpopular. Mambo ilianza kuharibikia wapi? Remember that President RUTO was elected with a lot of Gen Z, especially with the Asla narrative and the Mamamboga and Boda Boda wheelbarrow thing. But within just 2.5 years, things seems to be changing very quickly. What is not happening well that President RUTO needs to look into in the remaining 2.5 years to at least try and regain the trust of the young people of this country. And without further ado, let's get into it. Number 1 is the issue of taxes. While campaigning, President promised that he wasn't going to add any taxes to the Kenyan people. But the inclusion of taxes, especially the housing levy to the payslip holders, you know that once you increase a tax to a payslip holder, the effect goes down. These payslip holders have children, they have relatives who they support, so that effect goes further down. So number one is about the issue of taxes. This is the first thing that Kenyans started questioning about government. Number two is all about the issue of not listening to Kenyans. Not listening to the issues of Kenyans, what they are saying. Kenyans have been very good in highlighting issues or problems. The issue of communication. To some point, I remember Peter Salasia in Western telling the president that the people surrounding him don't really tell him the truth. And Kenyans have really been very kind to highlight where the problems are, but the government never seemed to come out and address those issues. So that's another issue. At least listen to Kenyans, bring their thoughts through public participation, and try to implement them into government. The third thing is corruption. It's very unfortunate that the same Kenyans came out and voted that corruption was going high or was very high in the country. President Ruto promised to end corruption. Why should corruption go on in the country when President Ruto had promised that he will end corruption in the country? Why should Kenyans feel that there is ongoing corruption? Because of the poor economy. Things don't work, or Kenyans don't see things working in a way that pleases them. So that's also another issue that needs to be addressed. Corruption is an issue that serious measures should be taken, and people should be brought upon, those who are corrupt should be brought on book. Now, what can President Ruto do in the remaining 2.5 years so that at least he can secure especially the trust of the young people, the Gen Z? The first thing, as I said, consultation. Bring young people on board, even if it means appointing them into government positions. The Gen Z demonstrated and cabinet was entirely removed, with the expectation that a good number of young people were being incorporated in government. That has not been the scenario. Number two is try and rescue hard times that Kenyans are going through. Payslip holders are 3 million. Try to see how you can do away with some taxes or reduce some taxes on their payslips. Something also that can work very favorable or can make them feel very comfortable with the government, because if you see, that's what the other side who are campaigning up against President Ruto are saying, that the payslip has been raided, and something that is really gaining fire, especially with those who are employed. The last thing is into the education of the country. Education is key in any country. Good policies, implement good policies. During the times of President Uhuru Kenyatta, he brought upon Matiang'i in the Ministry of Education. Matiang'i performed very well. Implement good policies into the education system. It's unfortunate that some leaders are coming out to say that parents don't understand the CBC, how it's working. Then parents don't understand about the funding model, the education funding model, that had issues. Implement good policies and communicate to stakeholders, those including parents. Others, ladies and gentlemen, continue to think about in the comment section about what is really ongoing in government. Do you think President Ruto has time at least to bring back the trust of the youth he's lost, or it's too late for him? Especially now that Ruto must go slogan is really ongoing, and people coming out to say that even if they are warned, they were not going to stop with the Ruto must go on slogan, and they are going to remove President Ruto through constitutional means come 2027. And Rigathi Gachagua even said that yesterday while in Naivasha. Other children, continue using the comment section. I'll take my time to read and give you a response. Stay safe whenever you are, and let's meet next time.